Hi. Now I am discussing an important concept for SSC level. How can we prove that the numbers are irrational? Understand? Standard numbers. For example, let us take a question. Prove that root 2 is an irrational number. How can we prove that root 2 is an irrational number? Generally, by finding the root 2 value, which is 1.414 and so on. By finding the root 2 value, by applying the two conditions, if it is non-terminating, non-repeating, so that we told that root 2 is an irrational number. Now, we will prove that root 2 is an irrational number by theoretical way. Which way? That is theoretical way. So, theoretical way means we can use the conditions, not by numerics. We can use the conditions and we can conclude that the given is an irrational number. So, in theoretical proofs, one of the method is there, that is called contradiction method. Contradiction which means opposite way. For example, here given that to prove that root 2 is an irrational number, we will go in opposite way. What we have to prove actually? Root 2 is an irrational number. We can contradict, that is, let us assume that root 2 is not an irrational number. Like that we have to go. That method is called opposite way method, is called contradiction method. For example, if anybody say yes, we start with no. If anybody say go, we start with don't go. That is called contradiction method. So now, to prove this root 2 as is an irrational number, we can use the contradiction method. So first you write, we can prove this by contradiction method. What is the way of contradiction method? We can go in opposite way. Opposite way means here what we have to prove, root 2 is an irrational number. We can go in opposite way, that is let us assume, this is our assumption, there is no proof for this assumption. Let us assume root 2 is a rational number. Actually root 2 is an irrational number, that is correct, we have to prove that. But before going to prove root 2 is an irrational number, we assume that root 2 is a rational number. So we know the properties of rational number. What is the property of rational number? X such that x is equal to p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. So therefore let root 2 is equal to p by q, where write the conditions, p comma q belongs to integers and p comma q belongs to integers and q is not equal to 0. And here let us take another assumption, p comma q are co-primes. Which primes? Co-primes. What is the meaning of co-primes? For example, let me take 2 comma 3 are co-primes. Understand? So co-primes means there is only one is common factor for both numbers. Understand? So 2 comma 3 having a common factor, that is 1 only. For example, you take 2 comma 4. Here common factor for both are 2 and 1. So that these two are not co-primes. These two are co-primes. For example, you take 3 comma 5 are co-primes. Understand? So only 1 is the common factor for numbers, that is called the p comma, in that condition p comma q are co-primes. Here this is a very important assumption, very important one for proof root 2 is an irrational number. P comma q are co-primes means, once again I am repeating, p comma q are co-primes means for p comma q there exists only one common factor, that is only 1. Other than 1, no number is factor for p and q. Okay, so root 2 is equal to p by q. Cross multiply this. Root 2 q is equal to 1 into p. Cross multiplication takes place here. So squaring on both sides. So root 2q square means 2q square is equal to p square. So let this 2 there. Q square is equal to P square by 2. What is its meaning? Here 2 divides P square. Understand? 2 divides P square. 2 divides P square means 2 also divides P. Okay. So 2 divides P square. 2 divides P square. Therefore 2 also divides P. Understand? Why? Because 2 divides 4. 2 divides 2 square. For example, you take P as 2. To understand purpose, let us take P as 2. 2 divides 2 square means 2 also divides 2. So that 2 divides P square means 2 also divides P. Let us take this is equation number 2. Understand? What is our, from equation number, what we write? P and Q are co-primes. P and Q are co-primes means for P and Q there exists only one common factor, that is only 1. What we get here? 2 is a factor for P. 2 divides P means 2 is factor for P. So since 2 also divides P, P can be written as 2 into some R. Understand? Why? Because 2 divides P means P should be in the multiple of 2. Understand? Since 2 divides P, P is multiple of 2. So that P can be written as 2R. Again squaring on both sides. P square is equal to 4R square. In previous case, what we have? P is root 2 is equal to P by Q. So that Q square is equal to P square by 2 from this. Q square is equal to P square by 2. Now we write Q square is equal to, in the place of P square you write this 4R square by 2. 2 ones, 2 twos. So what you get? Q square is equal to 2R square. Again R square is equal to Q square by 2. 2 come here. So means 2 divides Q square. Same. Therefore 2 divides Q square means 2 also divides Q. Let us take this is equation number 3. That is third one. From 2 and 3 observe 2 divides P, 2 divides Q. So 2 divides P comma Q. Actually what we took, P comma Q are co-primes. Since root 2 is a rational number, we can assume that root 2 is equal to P by Q, where P and Q are co-primes. What is the definition of co-primes? The two numbers having the only one is the common factor. Here other than 1 or 2, we get the common factor for P and Q. So that P and Q are not co-primes. Since P and Q are not co-primes means our assumption root 2 is equal to P by Q is wrong. So 2 divides PQ, therefore our assumption is wrong. So what is our assumption? Therefore root 2 is not a rational number. Okay. Since root 2 is not a rational number, therefore root 2 is an irrational number. Understand? Okay. So like this we have to prove in contradiction method. What is the contradiction method? We are assuming in opposite way. Since we have to prove root 2 is an irrational number, we can go with opposite way. Let us assume that root 2 is not an irrational number. Not an irrational number means it is a rational number. What is the property of rational number? P by Q. So we can write root 2 is equal to P by Q. By the condition of rational numbers, P and Q should be co-primes. Co-primes means for both P and Q only one is the common factor. But here we got 2 is factor for P. 2 divides P means 2 is factor for P. 2 divides Q means 2 is factor for Q. So 2 is a factor for both P and Q other than 1. So that P and Q are not co-primes. So P by Q is not a rational number, which is root 2 is not a rational number. Not a rational number means irrational number. Now I am going to do one another example. Okay. Now let us take another example. Prove that root 3 is an irrational number. Prove that root 3 is an irrational number. So similar contradiction method we have to prove. Understand? So what the steps we took for to prove root 2 is an irrational number? Same steps we have to take to prove root 3 is an irrational number. So let you recall what is the first step for root 2 is an irrational number. Proof. Same steps are repeating. Instead of 2, simply we write 3. In the proof of root 2 is an irrational number, in the place of 2, replace 2 and put 3. We get the solution for this. But once again you listen for root 3. We will prove this by which method? By which method? By contradiction method. Contradiction method in the self. Contradiction method in the self, it is going in opposite way. What is the opposite way? Since we have to prove root 3 is an irrational number, let us assume that root 3 is a rational number. Opposite. Irrational means we have to assume that that is a rational number. By basic definition of irrational number, the number which is not rational is called irrational. So opposite way means let us assume that root 3 is a rational number. What is the property of rational number? If root 3 is a rational number, we can easily write root 3 is equal to p by q, where p comma q are co-primes. So this is the first one. Understand? Since p comma q are co-primes, by the definition of co-primes, p and q are having the only one as common factor. Okay. So squaring on both sides. So 3 is equal to p square by q square. By 3 in the denominator we have 1. Cross multiply both. 3q square is equal to p square. We can write q square is equal to, let us this 3 in right side so that it becomes divides p square by 3. So what is its meaning? 3 divides p square. 3 divides p square means, therefore we can write 3 divides p. This is equation number 2. Understand? So since 3 divides p, we can write p is multiple of 3. Let us take p is equal to 3r. So for some r belongs to integers. Okay. Okay. So since 3 divides p, p should be multiple of 3. So that p is equal to 3r. So again squaring, p square is equal to 9r square. P square is equal to 9r square. Let this one 3q square is equal to p square. This one 3q square is equal to p square. In the place of p square, write this 3q square is equal to 9r square. Q square is equal to 9r square by 3. 3 ones, 3 threes. Q square is equal to 3r square. So let this 3 here and write r square is equal to q square by 3. What is its meaning? What is its meaning? Q square by 3 means 3 divides q square. 3 divides q square means 3 divides q. Let us take this as equation number 3. What is equation number 2? 3 divides p, 3 divides q. So from 2 and 3, 3 divides both p and q. What we assume here, root 3 is a rational number, so that root 3 is equal to p by q. By the property of rational number, p and q should be co-primes. Understand? So here the property of co-primes fails. Why fails? Because of our assumption is wrong. So therefore our assumption is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. So what is our assumption? Our assumption, let us assume is called assumption. Root 3 is a rational number. So root 3 is an irrational number. Okay, root 3 is an irrational number. So now, like this, we have to prove root 5 is an irrational number, root 7 is an irrational number, root 8 is an irrational number, root 10 is an irrational number, root 11 is an irrational number. Like that we have to prove all numbers. Let you do root 5, root 7 and root 8. Understand? One another little method is for root 2, root 8. We can discuss with the next example. You do these three as homework problems, okay? Now, let us take another example. Root 3 plus root 5 is an irrational number. So, addition of two irrational numbers is again an irrational number. Understand? Addition of one integer and an irrational number, it is again an irrational number. It is true for subtraction also. Multiplication of two different irrational numbers, okay, like that we have to do. Now let us take root 3 plus root 5 is an irrational number. To prove this, what we took, which method we have to follow? We will prove this by which method? Contradiction method. Which method? Contradiction method. So, what is the contradiction method? We will go in opposite way. Since we have to prove root 3 plus root 5 is an irrational number, we assume that let us assume that root 3 plus root 5 is a rational number. Which number? A rational number. Since we assume that it is a rational number, it can be written as root 3 plus root 5 is equal to p by q, where p and q are co-primes. Co-primes. Okay. So, let us do simplification here. Let this plus root 3 on right side or plus root 5 on right side, whatever it may be. I am taking root 3 on right side. You take root 5 as on right side. So, p by q minus root 3. So, root 5 is equal to q is LCM. P minus root 3q. So, here we know that already in the previous session, root 2 and root 3 are irrational numbers. Similarly, we know the general rules, that is root 2, root 3, root 5, root 6, root 7, root 8, root 10, root 11 are all irrational numbers. Here we already know that root 5 is an irrational number. But the value of root 5 is in the form of p by q. It is equal to p by q form. Okay. P by q form means it is a rational number. It is a rational number. So root 5 is p by q. But we know that need not to do as previous method. Previous simplification we are not going to prove here. Why? Because here we are taking the general rule. Root 5 is an irrational number. Irrational number already we know that. Understand? So since root 5 is an irrational number, what we got here, root 5 is equal to p by q, an irrational number equal to rational form, which is wrong. But we know that, what we know? But we know that root 5 is an irrational number. Understand? Root 5 is an irrational number. But it becomes p by q form. Therefore, our assumption is wrong. So, what is our assumption? Root 3 plus root 5 is a rational number. Therefore, our assumption is wrong, means root 3 plus root 5 is an irrational number. So, okay, for the general standard forms, for example, root 2, root 3, root 5, like that, for that we have to prove in previous session method. For the combination of two irrational numbers or one rational number and irrational number, or one integer and irrational number, we have to follow this method. Now you have to prove 6 plus root 2 is an irrational number, 2 plus root 3 is an irrational number. Understand? Okay.